coming from HBCUs, Joshua Williams and Brian Cook, and what that meant for them, and your drive in even pulling them.
Oh, it meant the world to him. I remember during the week of practice out in Arizona thinking about Joshua Williams first. Joshua Williams had one of the better practices of any defensive back that I've coached in Super Bowls on that Wednesday.
Wow.
When he went out and played man-to-man, he went out and played zone. It felt like everything just clicked. He followed that up on a Thursday practice and did the same thing. And so I'm sitting here and I'm telling myself, wait a minute, this kid is prime and ready. And I knew I didn't have Joshua Williams starting. I had Jalen Watson starting, the 7th-round pick. But he just practiced so well and was locked in all week. I said, man, that could be a key element that we need. Brian Cook, another young man who had a fantastic practice on Friday. And I'm like, okay, here's another rookie that's stepping up and practicing well. Where you get into the game and all of a sudden the first half goes the way it went, I decided to make a change. Well, the change that was made, I actually told Joshua and Jalen Watson before the game, I said, look, Jalen, you're going to play the first 2 series. The third series, Joshua is going to come in. Why did I do that? Because I didn't want any surprises when I put Joshua in the game. I wanted him to know well before the game.
Be prepared for it, yes.
Planned out.
Right.
Be prepared. I'm not pulling because you did something wrong. When Joshua went in, and when he went in and played his series, he did so well, and he did exactly what I thought that he was going to do. The second half, if you look at it, Joshua Williams started the second half and completed the game. He finished the game as the starter. So Jalen Watson started the game. Joshua Williams finished the game.
See, I didn't
and being
realize
able to have those type of interchangeable parts is just awesome. So it's been great watching these kids grow.
That's awesome.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, is there a common thread that you see? My son played DB at Texas A&M, went to Colts. They're wired a little bit differently. You talk about Joshua Williams. I've seen that you've coached Honey Badger, Landon Collins, others. Is there a common thread amongst these top defensive backs that when you see them, whether they're first round or fourth round, you just know that's the guy? It sounds like you've seen that with Joshua, but after you spend a lot of time with the greats, do you pick it up right away?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. And that is a gift, I believe, that is only given to you by God. And there is a common thread that happens. And what you can see is that little strain, grind, that intensity in his talk and his walk, not arrogant. There's a fine line, but you can see that in a player. And then there's some players that are so laid back, and you really can't tell how they're going to perform. But Joshua Williams, you just hit it on the head. He has that same thread that I've seen in the Antrell Rose, that I've seen in the Collins. And I pray and I hope that gift continues to be nurtured, and I hope that God will allow me to help him extract and bring it out. And so, but yes, there is a common thread that you do see, and it's just that little intensity that he has when it comes between plays. If he is beat on a play, that straining to go and catch up, that straining to go and finish the play, he has shown that, and he's flashed it, and he showed it a lot out in Arizona during practice, and that's why he was able to finish the second half as the corner.
That's good stuff. Talking to Dave Merritt, defensive back coach for the Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. You're one of my favorite players, and you know a lot more about it than I do. I can't remember his last name, but I just call him number 10. The running back, for some reason, I have never seen anybody run like that in my entire life. This guy is like a energy bunny, man. To talk about this kid, Dave.
Runs hard.
Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco is the Energizer Bunny. I think he may have been a 7th-round pick, maybe our last pick.
I think. Yep, you're right.
And so Pacheco came in. I knew, now this is going to sound pretty bad, but I knew this kid was going to be a little different in the sense when in training camp, he had a situation whereas he didn't follow the rules. And the rules were we had like 2 days off. And as a rookie, hey, you have a dorm. and the dorm is secured, and there's certain things that you can't do,
right?
Certain things that you can do. Well, when Izell stepped over the line, the boundary lines, I always say it this way: there's like perpendicular lines. There's boundaries that you cannot go outside of. If you do, I'm gonna just bump you back in.
Yeah.
But within these lines, you can be free to do whatever you want to do and make sure that you're able to let your personality show. Where Izell went completely outside of the line, and he ended up bringing someone back to the dorm room, tried to, and we're like, whoa, we don't do that here. Wait a minute, what are you doing? So right then and there, you know that this kid was going to be fearless and
yeah, exactly.
He didn't have any fear. Hey, I have my days off. I can do whatever I want to. No. This isn't college anymore. So, but Isaiah, he runs so hard. I mean, and you've seen it where he goes from 0 to 100.
My goodness,
in
man!
A split second, and he runs with those high knees and almost Eric Dickerson type running, where he just runs with those knees up in the air and he just hits the hole. And
yes, that's a good point. That's what. Hey, so Dave, another question I had to ask you, because I know you got a lot going on. So during the game, are you on the sidelines or are you up in the press box?
Yeah. So how about this? This is going on my 27th year coaching. All right, and out of the 27 years, I've been on the sideline only 5 or 6 of those 27 years.
Wow.
And most of the time I've been in the press box. Where this year and the last couple of years, my wife has been bugging me to get on the sideline. And I'm like, why? I cannot see anything on the sideline. I need the bird's eye view.
Right.
I'm a secondary guy. I need to be able to see the right corner, the left corner, the right safety, the left safety.
Yeah.
And so I went down on the sideline, and I have an assistant, Don DeLessio. Don was able to see the things that I need to be seen upstairs, and it worked during preseason, so I just stuck with it. This is my first championship on the sideline.
That's what I was thinking.
All the other Super Bowls, I've been in the press box.
Listen to the wife, Dave. Listen to the wife.
I know, right?
We are talking to Dave Merritt, DB coach of the Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to let you go, but before that, I had a question. I always pull out fun facts, right? Mm-hmm. And so we've got to talk about this guy because he's so special, and that's the MVP, Patrick Mahomes. So give us, because you talked a little bit about when you were here before, some fun facts about Patrick Mahomes and why he's so special.
The one fun fact about Patrick Mahomes, what makes him so special is he's a kid. He's a kid around the office. He keeps it fun. He keeps it very, very relaxed. And he makes sure that all the guys around him are having fun also. And so the thing about Pat, he's a jokester also. So Pat is going to play some jokes on some of his fellow teammates, and he tries to get away with some of them. Unlike Eli did some of the dirty jokes. You're on the elevator, and Eli pushing multiple buttons behind you while he's talking to you. Pat doesn't do that, but Pat just keeps it light. He keeps the energy around him going, and the thing is that Pat loves to eat. And he'll tell you, man, I got to lose some weight, man. I got this gut. I have this stomach. And so the thing is that Pat knows that he's not the most fit quarterback out there, and he'll talk about it. He'll pick on himself. And so, but he's just so fun to be around. But, I would say this, if I can switch from Pat and talk about Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
That young man right there,
wow.
I'm telling you right now, some of the throws that he made and the coverages that we were in, only Hall of Famers should make those throws.
Wow.
He has
so he surprised you. So did he surprise you, Dave?
He completely surprised me with some of those throws.
Okay.
And the thing is that when you stop and think about him, this kid celebrated, was it Tua, when he was benched?
Yeah.
Right? He celebrated him. So now you start talking about the threads of the greatness. All right, then he goes to Oklahoma, and he wins, the Heisman Trophy?
Yeah.
Okay? And then he turns around and he's drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles out of all teams. And I think they probably did a McNabb on him. They probably didn't really like that pick when he was drafted.
Right.
But the thing is that this kid has fought adversity, and to see him come out and play the game that he played in the Super Bowl, superb. I mean, my hat's off to him.
Yeah.
He did a remarkable job. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You bring up a good point. Mahomes is always celebrated, and it's good to hear those little fun tidbits about us light-skinned brothers always getting pudgy. But but for Jalen Hurts, though, Jalen Hurts is interesting because you're right. He's always slept on. And you kind of hit us with a little nugget here because I didn't know how surprised you guys were.
Yeah.
If he was either playing lights out or if you guys were just backing off a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm going to tell you this right here because the game is over. When we knew he was a runner. We knew he could run the ball, but until you see it live, it's not going to really sink in. You're looking at film. And I mean, that 4th and 5 play that he ran and he went for 30 yards.
Yeah.
And then the throws that he was making, first of all, the touchdown throw to number 11 in the end zone over my rookie's head.
A.J. Brown.
Who throws that ball?
Yeah.
You don't throw that ball.
That was a great ball.
But what did he do? He threw that ball. Well, he turned around, okay, I give him one. And then he throws the tight end Goddard across the field while he's running to his left.
Yep.
My thing was all week, make him go to his left because if he goes to his right, he's a better thrower. The kid is running to his left, and he throws a dime right in front of him. In front of me. And I'm saying to myself, okay, well, that just blows what I've been telling you guys. And then he turns around and he throws those 7 cuts, again, Goddard again on the sideline that we reviewed and challenged. And he throws that ball and drops it in there. Like, why would you even throw that ball? But he has so much confidence in his arm that he was making throws that I've only seen some of the greats that I've gone against, the Michael Vicks, the Peyton Mannings, and those guys are the only guys that I've seen make those throws. But this kid did it both ways.
Come from you.
And his arm.
Come from you. That's a lot of respect. And we up against it right quick, but I do want to remind people the guy we're talking to played with some people that good friends of the show, like Craig Keefe and of course Bucky Brooks. All you guys were at Millbrook together. Were y'all at the same time, Dave?
All at the same time, all in the same class.
That's crazy.
What a team!
That
is crazy.
Remind me of the gentleman that kind of kept y'all on straight and narrow street. Who's the guy?
Carl Pridgeon. Carl Pridgeon.
Okay.
All right. He's a Kappa.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, frat brother of mine. Yep.
Pridgeon,
yep.
Yep. He's the man who kept us straight. He used to come and pick me up at Apollo Heights in a van every my sophomore year, my junior year, and because I didn't have a ride out to Millbrook, it was 30 minutes away. But Carl Pridgeon is the one who kept us on the straight and narrow, and he was the brother who actually encouraged me to get into coaching because I saw him amongst a group of men that were different color than himself. I said, well, if he can do it, I can probably do it. But he was my first inspiration to become a coach when I saw Coach Pridgeon.
And this dude been coaching in the NFL for 20
That's
What a story.
That's amazing.
Hey, Dave, man, get your rest, man. Thank you so much. We're so honored to have you on. I mean, you got 20 more years, so keep it going, brother.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dave. Congratulations.
No 20 more years. I'm going to retire here in the next 5 years if these rookies keep pulling my hair out. I don't have much hair.
All right, brother. I got this chick waiting on you.
Thank you.
I'll see you when you come this way. Give me a call. Take care, brother.
No problem, brother. Love you guys. Take care.
Love you too, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Take care.
Man.